Good morning, happy Monday, everybody. So here's the plan for today. I'm going to teach a new concept. This is the concept of bar chords. It is difficult to do, not something you're going to be evaluated on, but something that I want to make sure I introduce. Then I'll go through some songs that involve the F major chord, which can be done as a bar chord, so that's the tie-in right there. And then somewhere in the middle we'll work on the folk song, which you're going to play for a grade on Friday. In fact, I'm going to start with the folk song. I just want to clarify that the part that you have to play is the tune, like this. Now I will play the chords, and if you want to try playing the tune along with the chords, you could. 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. Bum, 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 And if you'd like to impress me for extra credit, you could do this. This is in addition to playing the tune. So you have to play the tune. You could show me the finger picking also, if you want to. G, 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 D, 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 G, G, just like that, okay? Pause as you wish, practice whatever you want to practice with the folk song, make sure you have that in good shape, and now I will introduce the concept of a bar chord. So what is a bar chord? A bar chord is a chord where you put your entire first finger all the way across, and with your other fingers you finger some kind of chord that you already know, but using different fingers. I'm going to explain this very slowly in a moment, but I want to just give you the crash course so that what you can then do is slide your entire hand across the guitar and get chords that sound the same. Works with a minor chord also. Like that. So here's how we're going to evolve this. Step 1. We're just going to play an E major chord like we've always done. So we have our first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and then we have fingers on strings 4 and 5, fret 2, in whichever order is comfortable. To get from E major to E minor, you should remember it's just lifting up your first finger. So first we're just going to do E major to E minor like we've always done. Here we go. E major. We lift up our first finger. Now it's E minor. First finger back, it's E major. Lift up your first finger, it's E minor. E major. E minor. E major. All right, very straightforward. Now, you'll recall I said with a bar chord, your first finger has a different job. It has to be able to lean away all the way across the strings. So your first finger now cannot be involved in the chord. So we're now going to play an E major chord without using our first finger. So that means it's now going to be 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and then your 3rd and 4th fingers go on strings 4 and 5, fret 2. So it's the same chord, but our first finger is doing nothing right now. So to get between E major and E minor, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to lift up our second finger, the middle finger, to get from E major to E minor. So E major, E minor, E major, E minor, E major, E minor, back to E major. Alright, so I'm going to guess so far that you were able to get it to sound pretty good. Even if you're still getting used to the fingers where they are, it should sound fine. The next one is going to be another one of these. It doesn't matter if it sounds bad. In fact, it really doesn't matter if it sounds bad, because this is hard to do if you've never done it before. Doesn't matter if it sounds bad. I really mean that. All right, so here's the deal. Start with that new E major chord where your second finger is on the third string, first fret, and third and fourth fingers are on strings 4 and 5. We've got our E major chord. Now we're going to slide everything 1 fret to the right. And our first finger is now going to lean all the way across the first fret. And we now have a full version of the F major chord. You might say, okay, why? I already know how to play an F chord. Well, first of all, it's a fuller sound, but you don't know how to play an F sharp major chord. How would you do that? You'd slide everything, including your first finger, to the right again. So your first finger is now leaning across the second fret, your second finger is now on the third fret, and your third and fourth fingers are now on the fourth fret. That's F sharp major. If you slide another fret to the right, it's now a different way of playing G major. And if you slide one more fret to the right, it's now A flat major, a chord we did not previously know how to play. So let me go through this again. Shake out your left hand if it's starting to get tense. Step 1, we've got fingers 2, 3, and 4 playing an E major chord. First finger is doing nothing. Second, third, and fourth fingers are exactly in the positions to play an E major chord. Okay. Step 2, slide your entire left hand 1 fret to the right and add your first finger all the way across all 6 strings. It's now a full F major chord. Slide everything to the right. It's now going to be an F sharp major chord. Slide everything so that your first finger is on the 3rd fret. It's now going to be a different way of playing a G major chord. Slide one more. It's now going to be G sharp or A flat. Same thing, or same chord with different names. Now you might be asking, why would I possibly ever want to play a G major chord that way when I can just do it the other way I know? Well, the answer to that is, if you have to go really fast, let's say from F to F sharp to G, it's easiest to just do, because you can keep exactly the same shape and you're just sliding your hand back and forth. All right, so I'm going to let that be the full introduction to the bar chords for today, and then we're going to put this into practice by playing songs that involve an F major chord. And when the F chord comes up, you have a choice. You could do it the old way with your first finger. Sorry, the old way is here. Or you could do it the bar chord way and get a fuller sound that way. So it is up to you. We're going to start on page 1 in the song packet with Octopus's Garden, and I'm going to play the F chord as a bar chord when it comes up for this song. So here we go. C, A minor, F, takes a while to get there, G. I can do it that way if I want, back to C. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let us in, we've been in his octopus's garden in the shade. Straight to A minor, I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. I'm going to pause mid-song and just show you a little trick that you could use. So here's A minor. So what's the same when I go from A minor to F as a bar chord? Well, my first finger is already on the appropriate fret. It just has to lean across. My second finger is already in the correct place where it needs to be. So here's A minor. So first finger leans across, second finger stays where it is, third finger can either slide over one with pinky added, or it can slide up diagonally and then pinky slide in. So A minor to the F bar chord, a couple fingers can kind of stay where they are. And then if I want to, here's F, I could do the G this way, just slide 2. And then go back to C, or I could go from, here's the F, just jump over to regular G. That's up to you. Okay, verse 2, let's continue. 1, 2, 3, and we would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in an octopus's garden near a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we can't be found. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Verse number 3, we would shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Oh, what joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. We would be so happy when me, no one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. Okay, very good, very good. Where are we going next here? We are going to the song Demons by Imagine Dragons. Okay, so we've got C, G, A minor, F, which we can do as a bar chord if we would like. Give me just a moment to grab some lyrics here as we do Demons, which can be found on page number 9 in the original song packet where we already are. When the days are cold and the cards all full, and the saints we see are all made of gold, when your dreams all fail and the ones we hail are the worst of all, and the bloods run stale, I wanna hide the truth, I wanna shelter you, but with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what we breathe, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. Don't get too close, it's It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. When the curtains call, is the last of all. When the lights fade out, all the sinners crawl. So they dug your grave, and the masquerade will come calling out at the mess you made. Don't wanna let you down, but I am hellbound. Though this is all for you, don't wanna hide the truth. No matter what we breathe, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. They say it's what you make. I say it's up to fate. It's woven in my soul. I need to let you go. Your eyes, they shine so bright. I wanna save that light. I can't escape this now unless you show me how. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. All right. If you are finding that that bar chord F is hard, it's okay. Don't worry. Stick with regular F and practice the bar chord as a separate entity independent of the songs. That is fine. All right, I'm going to do Blowing in the Wind, which is on page 30. This way, if you want to practice some finger picking, you can. If you want to practice the F as a bar chord, you can. There's one little catch. If I do F as a bar chord, then instead of going 4-3-2-1, I can actually go 6-3-2-1. Because when F is a bar chord, I can play all 6 strings right there. So 5-3-2-1 for C, 6-3-2-1 for F if I do it as a bar chord. But that's only if I do it as a bar chord, which might be a little much for today. In fact, I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to stick with the simpler F for right now. So here we go. Review of your options for what you could do. Strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Option 2. Slow finger pick. Option 3. Fast finger pick. All right, take your pick. 1, 2, ready, and now. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? must one man have before he can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. All right. I think I'm going to stop right there for today, as I've introduced bar chords, which I know are challenging, and you've got the folk song to work on for Friday. So we will stop right there. I wish you a good day.